Check 1, 2.
Go! Serious about real estate? Yes! Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need. Get over the fear and get started.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak with Melissa, please?
This is her.
Hi, Melissa. This is Ryan, and it looks like you spoke with Alex on the phone about your interest in selling your house.
Yes.
Great. I am calling back to verify that all the information we have is correct so that we can come to an agreement to purchase your property. Is this a good time, Melissa?
Yes.
Excellent. And do you happen to have an alternative number where we may reach you at?
No, this is the only number we have.
Only number, that's fine. What about a primary email address where we can email you our offer to purchase your house?
You can email at yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com. So I have at yahoo.com?
Correct.
Thank you. And Melissa, you did call us because you have a house you are hoping to sell, yes?
What?
You did call us because you have a house you are hoping to sell, correct?
Correct.
Fantastic. We're definitely looking for another house to buy right now, and your house sounds like the kind we're looking for, too. This property is not currently listed with a real estate broker, correct?
Correct.
It's not listed. That's great. And we are speaking about 667th Road. And when asked about the amount we should assume we'll need to pay in total repair costs and upgrades, you said about $2,500. Is that correct?
Probably. It's not that much. It's just that's mostly labor. I have all the material to do it. If you had to pay somebody to do it.
Oh, okay. So you do have all the material. That's no problem. We actually buy houses in any condition. We don't ask our sellers to do any of the work or repairs at all. And after we buy your house, we will be the ones paying for those necessary repairs or updates. So that's kind of cool that you have the materials.
Well, we're in the process of remodeling it. We just don't have the times or means anymore. And it's just so much, and it's such a huge house.
Right, I understand. And Melissa, what's causing you to want to sell this property?
It's like I said, it's just a huge house, and it's just a lot to maintain, a lot to deal with, a lot, and we want to move. We want to move away too. So we just better opportunities. Not as a big house. It's just me and my fiance, and it's a 4-bedroom house upstairs, and there's a whole other house downstairs.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I understand that this is a very large house and probably a lot more room than the both of you need, and that's fine. And as far as maintaining the property, I'm sure that could get difficult with it just being the two of you, and we can certainly help you with that. What have you done so far to try and sell your house?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet?
Yes. Yeah.
So are we the first?
I don't want to have to wait, put it on the market, and have to do all the upgrades and do all of that. And I just want a quick. I don't want thousands of other people coming here, and I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the realtors, all of it. I just want a quick sale and be done with it.
Of course, I understand. And dealing with a realtor, you do have to wait, unfortunately, as far as having open houses and hoping that somebody will actually buy the property, because the realtors don't buy them themselves. They look for somebody to buy them from you. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about going through us is that we are actually the buyers. And so I understand that there's not much that you guys have done and you're just not interested with going with the realtor, and that's fine. Do you have to sell this house in order to buy the next one?
Correct.
You do, okay. And that's just going to make us the perfect buyer for you. Because we're not looking for a house to live in, we can actually buy your house and close on the date of your choice. Now, Melissa, with that being said, when would you say is the soonest you would be able to sell your house and close escrow by?
Okay, now my question is, if we sell it and close escrow, that's 30 days afterwards. That gives us 30 days to pack up and move out, correct?
To sell, what I mean by sell your house is, and also close escrow would be the same time. Pretty much you handing over the keys to us. How much time would you need?
Well, that's the problem is that we need the money to get into another place.
You do need the money to get into another place, okay. I understand. The only difficulty with that is that it's a little bit more harder for us to put money up front especially when the house doesn't belong to us yet.
Okay. I mean, so you wouldn't give us any time to pack up and move and get everything out, and
I'm sure that we could. I'm sure that I could speak with my supervisor and we could figure something out for the both of you. But I could not say for certain that we would be able to pay you before this property was closed.
Well, you could put like some kind of deposit or something down, like just a couple thousand or something, so we could, you haul, put a deposit down on something else, or hold something for us.
Hold something for you. I understand, and I definitely understand the problem with not having the money to move, the necessities to move. But unfortunately, that's just not how we work.
Okay, so so pretty much if we sell it and then we close on that day, we have to be out by that day.
By that day, that's right.
All right, well, how do we know if you guys are going to buy it or not?
Well, that's why we do go through the process of discovering if we are able to purchase the property through this appointment, and then after that we verify the property in various different ways. We send out an appraiser. We send all of this information to the closing attorneys. And then, in the meantime, well, before that actually, hopefully in this process, this appointment, we would be able to come up with a closing date.
Okay. So we would at least have at least 2 weeks to a month to pack everything up and move out before we knew you guys were buying it, or?
Pretty much how it works is that we ask, as I was mentioning earlier, when would you like to, or when is the soonest you would be able to sell and close your house? The great thing about us is that you can actually take as much time as you need, whether you need 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it may be, and we're able to close on the date of your choice.
Okay, I see. And then after we get everything already out, we're going to have to come up with our own costs to move and stuff like that and get everything already out. And then at the moment that all happens, then you guys will buy it, and then
so the moment that the property is vacant. Is closed, the moment that you guys are actually able to be out of the house, because we're not buying properties that are currently occupied.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay, so do you know how much time you would need, Melissa?
Maybe 30 to 60 days, not long at all. We'd have to see.
30 to 60 days, and that's fine. It really isn't any problem for us. The longer you need, just let us know. And what is going to happen if it doesn't sell? Meaning, what are you going to do with the house, and how is that going to affect your plans to sell it?
If it doesn't sell, I'll have to find somebody else to buy it.
Find someone else.
I mean, I own it outright. I don't have a mortgage on it, so I'm not worried about mortgage payments.
Yeah, that's good, that the property is free and clear. I understand you would continue to try and sell this property, and, that's good. Have you considered simply renting or leasing it?
No, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with tenants and people not paying and then coming in to fix things, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I understand. That can be quite a bit of a headache, especially if you don't get good tenants in there. Then you have to worry about them really messing up the property, and that's fine.
And I'd rather have another house paid off in full. That's what's going to happen. As soon as this one sells, I'm taking the money and I'm going to go buy another one, pay it off in full. That's exactly what will happen.
That's exactly what will happen. Okay, and that's probably a really good plan, Melissa. And as far as what you believe this house to be worth in today's market, you said it as is, anywhere from $125 to $145, and if we were to put the repairs in, you believe that it would bring it up to about $180 in perfect condition. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
If not more. I know that the first time at the house cost $250,000 to build it, because the people that own it before me and built it live right next door, right down the street.
Right next door. Okay.
Okay, and then they sold it to another lady that bought it with cash, and then I bought it off of her. And I turned around and put another $30,000 into it.
Oh, wow. So you had been working and making the repairs on the property?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a regular, I mean, it's a huge basement foundation with a whole other house underneath it, with a kitchen and bathroom downstairs. with an open door that goes outside. There's at least probably 12 to 15 windows downstairs. There's a huge walkout back deck with steps that go outside. There's a fenced-in backyard. It's got a 2-car garage with heat inside of it. Oh, and the basement also has 3, hotel, heater air conditioners, so it's heated and air conditioned in the basement.
Oh.
The whole basement is finished except for the floor. The floor it just needs, that's what needs to be, the flooring needs to be put down. But we have the flooring for it.
Oh, those were the materials we were talking about earlier?
Correct.
Okay.
And then the garage has a propane heater inside of it, and it's got several windows and a big open garage door and a man door, and that leads to the basement or upstairs into the laundry room. Oh, and downstairs has a second laundry, washer, and dryer hookup.
Wow, it sounds like this house is very upgraded.
Yeah, and it has a water softener system. We have our own well and septic. And then upstairs it has three full bedrooms and one kind of like sleeping room and three bathrooms upstairs. The master bedroom has his and hers bathroom as a walk-through closet. And it has a walk-in shower in his bathroom and a jacuzzi tub in my bathroom.
Okay. And Melissa, like I had mentioned earlier, this does sound like one of the houses that we are looking for. Sounds like a great house. Do you know what the other houses that are similar to yours in size and condition and in the same area, what they're selling for in today's market?
I have no idea.
No idea? That's fine.
I'm sure anything similar to this house.
Nothing similar to that house?
It's not around here, nothing like, not as big in all the different amenities it has.
Okay, so probably wouldn't find too many comparable properties to that one?
No.
All right, and that's fine. We can find that out for you. Melissa, along with, waiting for your property to sell with a realtor, are you aware of how expensive it is and all the costs involved with selling a house like yours to a traditional buyer?
Yes, I know.
You are, okay. And how much would you say it would cost you to sell this particular property on the market?
I know there's a percentage of whatever it sells that goes to the real estate, and then there's closing costs, and then there's filing fees. I know all of it. It's not the first time I bought a house. Yeah,
and those expenses can get up there, and it does go off of the value of the house. So you'd be typically what we've been seeing is anywhere from 10 to 20% of the sales price. So if this house was worth about $18,000, you'd be looking at anywhere from $18,000 to $36,000 just to sell on the market.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, most home sellers are not aware of that, so I'm glad that you guys do have that experience. And there is no mortgage on this property you had mentioned, and that's great. Melissa, I do want to tell you a little bit about what we do. We actually buy houses like yours all the time, and we do pay for all of the costs. We pay for the things like real estate commission, title insurance, and escrow fees, as well as the transfer tax, termite clearance, and roof certifications. And that list does go on and on, so there is no cost to you. We do pay for everything. And we buy the property.
Does it come off the top of what I get paid? Does it come out off the top of what you were going to offer for my house?
Based on the value of the property, we begin to set up a formula. And as far as that formula goes, we do account for everything that we pay for.
All right, so if all the closing costs and all that stuff costs $3,000 or $4,000, you're going to take that off of what you offer me.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
So for the closing costs, it's just not coming out of my own pocket at the moment.
That's right. So it won't be coming out of your pocket, but what we offer you will have already taken all of that into consideration. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. And we do buy the properties in an as-is condition, as I was saying, and we're going to assume the responsibility for all the needed repairs, whether we've seen them already or not. And one of the positive factors about selling us your house is, like I was mentioning earlier, you can actually live there for as long as you need to, and we can still get you the money on the date of your choice. Now, with that being said, we will pay cash when we buy your house, so you can have the peace of mind knowing it's sold. Not only sold, but sold to someone who can afford to buy it, because we don't have to rely on a bank to qualify your house, nor do we need to beg them for a loan and risk them changing their minds at the last minute. And I know you said that this wasn't your first time selling a property, but I'm not sure if you've ever experienced this. And believe me, Melissa, there is nothing more frustrating.
I got the last moment. I have.
One more time?
I have. I've had people back out at the last moment on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and it's just one of the most frustrating things ever, seeing a deal break down in escrow. And this is not going to happen to you.
Okay.
Okay, Melissa, let's go ahead and talk about the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket after all the repair costs and upgrades have been considered, after all the seller's closing costs have been subtracted, and after if there was a loan, we'd also pay that off. That's what we call the walkaway money. I understand you were looking to walk away with $140, no less than $125. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and since we are paying all your closing costs to sell, is $125 the least you will take?
That's with everything else taken out. I mean, I will not go up any less than $125.
Not
because that's where I'm breaking even at. I can't, and I want to make sure that I have some kind of decent property and land that I'm going to buy. And everywhere we've looked, like pretty much is between, 95 and 115, and I want to sell for I have to pay closing costs again on another home, and I have to do all this again. So I will not take a penny less than 125.
Not a penny less. And we are also going to buy your house as is, and we are going to pay for all
I know that.
Repairs.
And it's only like I said, it's only like maybe it's not that much to put into it. My house is very much well worth $140,000.
$140,000. So you're saying the 125?
I mean, it's not just the house. There's land. I mean, you're buying two homes is pretty much what you're buying, and it's the land that comes with it too. And there's a barn. There's a 3-stall barn that comes with it. There's a 2-car garage. There's a shed on the side. There's a circle driveway. There's all kinds of small covered front deck on the front porch. There's a landing in the garage. There's all kinds of amenities that come with it. It's not just a regular little house. And it's got what is that? Like the front door, and the side door has little speakers that you can talk back and forth, and it goes throughout the whole house with a stereo system. There's one in the master bedroom. There's one at the front door. There's one at the main door with the garage. There's several downstairs. It's like an intercom system. You can talk to the whole house.
Wow. Okay. Well, it does sound like this house has a lot of upgrades and a lot of amenities that other properties don't have. But knowing that we are going to buy your house now and take all your worry and stress away along with holding costs waiting for your house to sell, can you help us by lowering your price a little bit more?
I'm sorry?
Would you be able to help us by lowering your price a little bit more?
They need to come out and look at it before they ask me to lower my price a little more.
We would need to come out and look at it, okay. Would you consider doing 110?
There's no way.
No way. So 110.
There's no.
110. What? Just
I put a new roof on here 3 years ago.
22 is the lowest. We'll take that.
Like,
if you can't do that, then we got.
I just put a new roof on here, like not even 3 years ago. That cost just the material alone was $5,000. I got so much money and stuff tied up. It's well worth it. And the house originally was already built for $250,000. And then I put another $30,000 on it, and it's just there's so much things. If it was somebody that had to build this house and buy this house and do it, they would. You'd have to come and look at it.
Come out and look at it. Well, I understand. So the 110 just wouldn't work for you. Is that correct?
No, correct.
Okay.
Not at all.
And Melissa, are you saying that at 125 you are committed to selling your property today?
Yeah, at 125, if that's what I walk away with, 125 for me. That's after everything's all said and done. What I walk away with is what I will sell it for.
Right, that's what we said. Well, the amount that you're asking for is close enough to full retail that at that price there would be no reason or motivation for us to buy your house. But I would like to ask you this. What is the number you'd like to leave me with? The number that you would commit to selling your house to me today.
125. They have to come look at it before they say no. I mean, there's so many things that you would not even. I mean, alone the house itself in the 5 acres without even having a basement in the garage is 125.
125, and you know.
I mean, I got 4 point.
We can definitely appreciate that you'd like to sell your house for more, but unfortunately, at that number, it just wouldn't work for us. And if your plans or your numbers change for you, keep us in mind and contact us again. And Melissa, what I want to do is I also want to review our numbers. And if it's okay, may I call you back?
Yeah, why can't somebody come out here and look at the place first before they say no?
Because once we agree to purchase the property and you agree to sell us the property, which we haven't agreed to yet, it's very important that you understand only at that point will we send out our local professionals to determine the condition of the property, because at that point is when we start investing money. We're actually located here in Bakersfield, California, and seeing as though you guys are, halfway on the other side of the United States, it would start to invest money into it.
And you guys want me to drop $15,000 off of it again? I said it was already. I'm already dropping $20,000 off of it from 145. I dropped $20,000 already. Now you guys want me to drop another $15,000?
It looks like we would be successful at purchasing this property at the price offered.
At 110.
At 110.
You would put cash before we hand the keys.
Can you meet me halfway at least 117? I mean, that's making me, and it's making it halfway.
117.
I want 125. You guys want 110. That's 117.5. That's half.
117.5.
I think it's a good deal. I would take it after you see it.
After we see it. Well, Melissa, you know what I want to do? I like I had mentioned, we're definitely interested in purchasing this property. I understand you are willing to work with us as far as the price. What I'd like to do is I want to go ahead and take this to the board. Are you going to be available at this number for the rest of the day?
Right.
Okay. So if I can get that purchase price approved for $117.5, you are committed to selling this property, to agreeing to sell this property today, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And
so
then that would give me, and then that would give, and then I can move out. And you said after I commit to selling it, it'll still give me, I can admit on what day I want to move out. At least give me 30 to 60 days still after that.
That's right. We can most definitely work with you as far as the closing date.
All right.
We're in monitor.
What is your name again?
My name's Ryan, and my last name is One, just like the number.
Ryan 1.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right. Yes. And somebody's gonna call, and you guys will call me back regardless.
I'm gonna call you back to let you know if we can do it or not. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
At 117.5 today, and then that gives us 30 days to 60 days. And if it's all said and done, I just don't want to get my hopes up at 117.5, and somebody, you guys come out here and then say no, I want to pick $5,000 up off of this and this and this, and I want to take more money off, and the closing cost, and me only walk away with $100,000.
Right, I understand. And what I will let you know right now, Melissa, is that we do take the precautions as far as verifying the value of the home. So what will happen is if I can get this purchase price approved for $17.5, I'll be sending you over a purchase agreement. You're going to go ahead and review that. On there, it'll state what we're purchasing the property for, when we're closing, defaults as far as if you decide not to sell anymore. I would still
walk away with 110. Because closing costs and all of that, I am realistic. I know all that stuff's going to cost anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000, and so I'm still, no matter what, going to walk away with 110.
No. The thing is that I've already took into consideration what I'm going to have to pay. The formula that I'm working with actually fits in for 110. I understand you're looking to walk away with 117.5, and what I'm asking, which number are you committed to selling your property for? Which number are you willing to walk away with?
I want to walk away with cash in my hand, 117.5. No, that way. And I don't want any of the closing costs coming off of that. I don't want any other little surprise costs or anything like that coming off the 117.5.
That's right, and we will be paying for everything as I had mentioned. Once we make you the offer, nothing comes off of that.
All right.
Okay, however, once we do verify the value of the house, as far as getting the CMAs and the appraisals, if that value comes back lower, we might have to talk about numbers again.
It won't.
Oh,
it'll come back way
right.
higher. And if it comes back way higher, then do I get to negotiate?
Well, we will come to that. I can't tell you yes, and I can't tell you no.
Okay. That's something I'm going to keep in mind, too, that if it comes back higher, I will negotiate, too.
I understand. That sounds good.
Right.
All right, Melissa, so let me go ahead and do that little research for you. It might be an hour or two before I can get back to you. We're extremely busy today, but I will get back to you before the end of the day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi, is this Melissa?
Yes.
Hey, Melissa, it's Ryan. I got your message, or not your message per se, but I saw that you had given me a call back. I tried to contact. Yeah, I had try to call you earlier. I wanted to speak with you about the property. I know you said you were looking to get 19.5. Is that correct? I mean 17.5. My apologies.
117,005.
That's right.
That's my walk away with after final everything.
That's what you were looking to get?
Yeah, that's what my walk away, my final, that's my lowest.
That's your lowest you'd be able to go. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's just everything coming out off the top. That's me walking away with 117.5.
117.5. All right. And I know you said that you would need a little bit of time to get out of the property. Melissa, I'd like to go ahead and move forward with this. And I know I don't have an email address here for you. Is there any way that you have access to a printer or a fax machine so I can send you over this purchase agreement?
I don't have internet for that, no.
No, so I would need to mail it out?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and do that. Are you here at this address, 667?
Correct.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a purchase agreement. It's going to have all your information that we pulled from the county records as far as what name the property is under, who's the holder of the title, what the address is, obviously, and the price that we're purchasing it for.
Right, and that's with closing costs, everything else is taken out of, and then I walk away with 117.5.
117.5 is net to you, so that's the money that you are going to be putting in your pocket.
All right.
Okay.
And
so
I can have I'll probably have my lawyer take a look at the papers too, just to be on the just because.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. So let's go ahead and do that. I would like to move forward. I just need to know that I'm going to send this over, and at 117.5, you are committed to selling your house, correct?
Hold on, just 1 second.
Okay, so
Alrighty, and now, is that going to be a check or is it going to be cash?
it'll be a check at a closing attorney's office just to ensure that everything is legal.
Okay. And then, normally how long does it take to cash something like that?
You can go right to the bank after you received your check and you do whatever you'd like with that money.
Is it like a cashier's check, an open cashier's check, where I'm not going to have to wait for, 2 weeks for it to be?
To the best of my knowledge, that's correct.
All right.
Okay, and I will double check on that for you if you'd like.
All right, yeah, because this is still almost close to $30,000 less than what I'm wanting, but I just want out and I want it done. So
I understand, and we're going to go ahead and do that for you, Melissa. We're going to be doing all the footwork for you. Also, there's no need for you to get in contact with the closing attorney. We'll find one for you that's near you. And all we'll need you to do, and the only thing that you're really going to invest in all this is the ink in your pen from signing.
All right. Can you also text me the name of the company and all of this information too, so I can do some little more research on my end, so I feel a little okay?
Yeah,
like Better Business Bureau and all that.
We're actually not located with. We're not listed with the Better Business Bureau in Missouri because we're located here in Bakersfield, California.
But I can still look it up through Bakersfield, California.
You're more than welcome to. I'm not sure if we have an account, but if you'd like to look, as I said, you're more than welcome to. What I need from you right now, Melissa, is to know that I do have a commitment.
Okay, now my question is to you. At any point, if I think it's shit, I have the option to back out, correct?
Well, we are under agreement, but if for some reason you would like to cancel, and we hope that doesn't happen, you are more than able to, but we are also able to do the same.
All right, it's just nothing against you. I understand. I just don't want to agree and then me lose my house and walk away with nothing too, because it has happened to my family before. So. Yeah,
that is unfortunate, but that's not professional and that's not the way we work. Yes, we are coming to an agreement to purchase your property. The purchase agreement that I'm sending over to you is a binding agreement stating that you are looking to sell your house. There is defaults in that as far as if you decide to cancel and we decide to terminate. It's equal on both ends.
Okay. And you guys did research and found out that it's well worth more than $117,500, I'm guessing.
Go ahead.
Now, my question is yesterday that you said if it comes out and you get it appraised and it comes back for a significant amount more, I can negotiate it then also, correct?
If it comes back, we can come to that, and we can see what we can do for you. If it comes back lower, we will also be coming back to that also, okay?
Okay. All right, well, I guess send me the paperwork.
All right, sounds good. So just to verify, because we are talking on the phone, you are committed to selling your house to us for $117,500.
Correct.
All right, so let's go ahead and do this, Melissa. I'll be sending that over. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me, and you're more than welcome to go bring this papers to your lawyer, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Get more info and stay in touch